This is
Marker.
marker Phil Hoffman. This is a very long take, a full 16 millimeter mag, um, of Louis Guzman and Mark. Just I'd written this just quick little improvisational scene for them to do that I figured I could use anywhere, whether it's in the movie or whether it was in the documentary. But just this sort of quick dialogue about, "Are you clean? No, I'm not. Da da da. I'm clean as a baby's bottom," and then the handing of the card, and then um, basically, like 5 or 6 lines that I just wrote on the spot and kind of gave to them. I said, all right, let's do this real quick. This was Louis Guzman's last day, and we had the bars set and the 16 millimeter stuff. And it was so easy to do. Once you're lit for it, it's so bad. It's so easy and quick. You just kind of go. So we just started rolling, and
Still on parole, Chico?
God, it just kind of speaks for itself. This is obviously patterned after
Yeah, yeah.
Exhausted,
So clean, what are you working in a place where there's shit going down?
and I'm really proud of this for not calling cut, because it's just kind of
You want help with that?
painfully funny to watch them
I don't really know.
suffer and fuck around. It's great.
You think I'm fucking stupid?
No, no.
Don't make me.
Rock, I'm sorry. Okay.
If you listen closely, coming up, I give a direction to Marky where I say, cut it, kind of plane going by, which kind of introduces this theory that I had from a John Holmes clip that I saw once where he walked into a scene and kind of clearly forgot his line, but kind of vaguely heard a plane going by and then kind of turned to the director and said, should we cut it? There's a plane going by. It was a wonderful justification for forgetting his line. At least that's the way I interpreted it. And I kind of told Marky to do a kind of a version of that. And Marky was familiar enough with Exhausted, the John Holmes documentary that we reference for a lot of this stuff, that he knew how to kind of incorporate it in a very Dirk Diggler way and not necessarily John Holmes way. In this suspicious, I don't know what the fuck he was doing here. This is all him. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it's
Go again,
fucking
Jeff?
funny.
Okay. Have you seen any specific... Have you seen any specific... Have you seen any specific...
Specific.
Have you seen any specific... Have you seen any fucked up individuals in here?
I think the most sound editing that we had to do on this movie was taking my laugh, which everyone makes fun of, my fucking giggle or something, off the track, because all these actors make me laugh, and
Want help with your problem? Yeah. Help me with mine.
and we had to cut out my laugh a lot of times.
Give me a drink.
This is the one time where I just don't feel bad about laughing at my own movie, because this isn't me. I mean, this is them, and it's not egotistical for me to think this is funny. This is them. This is just watching two brilliant actors just be fucking genius. So I'm not gonna feel bad about laughing at this.
Chico.
Yo. Yeah.
That chick over there?
Which one?
You seen her? The only one sitting over there.
This set is built
Seen her?
exactly like the the John Holmes like a set from a John Holmes movie, a clip of which is on Exhausted. And one of my favorite touches that you actually can't see in this shot, but you can see in the movie, is the clock on the wall. And I can't explain why. It's one of those things that you just dig, and it's the clock on the wall, which you can see in the scene with Melora Walters. For some reason, the clock on the wall was just made me laugh. I don't know why. You can't see it in the shot here, though. You can go back and find that in the scene in the movie.
The one over in the corner with the black dress.
Nah, Brock. Never seen her.
Louis Guzman is just an actor who I've loved for so long.
I want you to check her out for me,
I
okay?
saw him in Q&A, and I just really wanted to work with him. And then I wrote this part for him. The guy in the back there, a black guy with the wig on, is a guy named Tyrone Dixon, who is the accountant on my first movie. That's how I met him. He worked as in the accounting department on Sydney, or Hard 8. And then I just loved him. We really got along, and we hung out. And then and he worked on Boogie Nights,
Still on parole?
and put him in the movie here. He's also very briefly in the scene in the movie where
Doing out hanging out with Ringo and
Brock and Chest are beating a bunch of guys up in a little kind of
What am I fucking
a patio area. Tyrone is in there.
Chico.
Take it again, Dirk. Okay.
Sorry about that, Jack. Still on parole, Maurice?
Still on parole, Maurice. He fucks up his name. I mean,
Still on parole, Chico?
this fuck up is not
Clean as a baby's bottom.
part of the small bit that I wrote for them to start with. This is like a classic example of just letting two actors go, you know, and when it can kind of work, but certainly not ever fit in the movie, you know. But it's great for this kind of reason, just to kind of have.
I know your fucking name.
The stuff that I wrote was just kind of fine and to the point, and 1, 2, 3. And I figured, well, fuck it. It's Louis Guzman's last day, and Louis Guzman is wonderful at improvising, wonderful improvisational actor. And here comes Phil Hoffman, who, watch this. This is my favorite. He gives a little look to Dirk, like, don't yell at me, Dirk.
Ready to shoot the scene.
You don't have to be that mean. It's fucking Phil Hoffman.
Still on parole, Chico?
Brock, I'm clean. I'm clean.
Oh, you know what? There's something I want to point out here that I think is incredibly, probably the most important
Do I look stupid, Chico?
piece of set dressing in the film Boogie Nights. Behind Louis Guzman's head right there, and I'm sure he'll duck out of the way in a minute. There it is. It's a picture of Elliot Gould. This picture actually shows up 3 times in this movie. And it comes from a movie that I saw called Inside Georgina Spelvin, where the set consisted of just basically an audition set. It's kind of where I patterned a lot of the kind of coming in for the audition in the first sex scene between Dirk and Amber in the movie. But Inside Georgina Spelvin has this set where they really only shot in one direction, you know, the whole time. And there's a big, large photo, sort of poster-sized photo of W.C. Fields and of Elliot Gould. And the Elliot Gould part was only slightly understandable because of his popularity, but it just seemed so odd, and I said, let's get a photo of Elliot Gould and fucking put it in this movie.
Yes, Brock.
Go get the vet.